Alright, hello folks, welcome back to another episode of Getting Started with Solidworks. On today's video we're going to learn how to create planes, which we saw a little bit on the previous video, but this time we're going to see it more extensively. And to do that, I'm going to show you, we'll go back here to Chrome and let's see our motivation. Let me get to this picture in a second, but we are going to try doing a cubesat. So it's like a small type of satellite. It's super simple to do, so it shouldn't take too long. But we're gonna create a plane to do, like here, those solar panels, they're at a 45 angle plane. So we'll see how to do those. And then I want, one of the sides, or at least two of the sides, if we can use the mirroring feature, I want them to have like these sort of patterns, because generally CubeSats are done with cheap materials and stuff. So this is like an air ventilation, in a sense, sort of like inlet. So we're gonna try doing also this thing. So let's get started. So we're gonna do let's do a sketch. Let's begin here. Sketch. Let's choose the top plane as usual. And let's begin doing. Here's where we need to put our creativity into practice. Let's do first a cube, because that will serve as our initial motivation. So let's make that be it's gonna be a rather small cube satellite, this one. There we go. Now what I want to do is so we'll go back here to the cube, right? I want to make a small rectangle like that one in there, because as you saw in the previous one, how big can you make that is the question. Oh, it's saying dimension driven. You know what I'm gonna do? Let's go back. I'll go back. I'll do there's a rectangle on that line. It won't work well, so I'm gonna do it like that. And let's make that be that's quite big. Let's make that just be 0.5 inches. And that be also 0.5 inches. And now what we are gonna do is try doing a quick fillet in there. Oh, that will look cool. Yeah, I think that looks reasonable in there. Now we're gonna go here. Let's do a circular pattern of this sketch over there. I think it already is doing 4, so it should look symmetrical there. Voila. And then go here to features, extrude. Now we can select each one of these surfaces. We'll go like that, we'll go like that. Hold on a second. That small rectangle wasn't selected there as well, but now it is. Do the same thing over there for, let's see, here. Oh. Here we go. There we go. And now, let's make this be 4 inches tall. So how does this look like now? So we got a nice, kind of a nice figure in there. I'm gonna close my room. There we go. So we got this figure. Let me just view, modify. Let's go ahead and try and do that sort of like grid structure that I showed you just a second ago in there. So to do that, here's what we're gonna try. Let me just go here to I wanna go here to sketch in here. And the first things off, I'm going to divide this area more or less into regions. So I'm gonna leave that. Oh, there we go. I gotta be 0.25. Then let's go all the way up to So that was 4 inches. Let's make that be 3.5, or it's gonna be symmetrical. And if I'm not mistaken, you can right click in there. Oh, actually, I think you should go here to Tools, Sketch Tools. There should be one part where it allows you to divide. Oh, segment. Alright, so I don't know. Let's go for 10 segments in here. Alright, that sounds reasonable. And now, let's go here to Sketch. Now, let's see. Give it a second. You go like that, and let's go like this. Let's dimension that to be 1.5. See what that looks like. Let's go 1.5 as well. And now, well, it wasn't really necessary to dimension that, because what we can try doing is we do a linear pattern where we select these two guys, and then we say, all right, that is, let me see, if I put here like 0.2 inches, where would that be? Oh, so now, so here's what we're gonna do. I don't want to dimension on the x-axis. I want to do a linear pattern on the y. So let's say I go for 10. And then if that line was 3.5 inches divided by 10, so this should be 0.35. Let's see if that's correct. That is not correct, actually. Unless I'm not putting the correct number in there. Oh, hold on one moment. Let's just go here to evaluate, measure distance from one of these points. And let me just do a quick line that goes from here to there. Oh, I see. It's actually 11. It doesn't matter. So here's what we're gonna do. We go here again to linear pattern. We select these two. Oh, well, one moment. Here, linear pattern. 1, 2. I just want to do one person in there. In here, we'll do 10. Let's see where that leaves us. And then that distance is going to be 3.5 over 11. And that, yes, now it's working. I think we need to do 11 in that case. That way we have, these are all nicely spaced. What about doing 12? All right, now we should have, all right, there we go. Now we got our lines in there. Just to have as a reference, let me just check again this picture to see how exactly the grid looks like. And here it has like 2 rows. So let's see, how can we go about doing that? It shouldn't be particularly complicated, but let's try. Let's try and figure it out if we can manage to do that. Let's see. Just exit sketch for a second. Now what I would like to do is go here to, let's just see the plane that we have. All right, we're gonna choose this plane in here. So I'm gonna go here, view, modify, rotate. So we have, now we're gonna do a sketch on the right plane, as you can see there. We got our points nicely marked in there. So we go here to sketch in there. Oh yeah, it's already marked, beautiful. No, I don't want to sweep. Go here, there we go. I can select, for instance, that point. It should go straight like that. But this line is actually more of a reference than anything else, because what we will be interested in doing now is we're gonna create a plane like this. What we'll say is, well, actually, we do want that line to be smaller, really. I'll tell you why in a second. We'll make that be 125. Yeah, you can barely see that line, but you'll see, just give it a second until I'm gonna do a line like that. And then, yeah, let's give that a dimension, because why not? Let's say that's 0.25 2. And then we're gonna click in that line, we're gonna click in that line, and we're gonna specify an angle. So let that angle in there be, I don't know, 45 degrees. That is already beginning to look way better. I'll make this go a little bit farther out. Let's say 135. Just there we go. Just exit. Now I'm gonna exit the sketch. But now all we have is a line. So this is coming out from the plane in there. We go here to features. We go here to reference geometry. We go here to plane. Now we're gonna choose that point. We're gonna choose that line. There we go. Now we got a plane that is perfectly perpendicular to that line at a 45-degree angle. So let's click OK. So now you'll see where I'm going now, because view, modify, rotate. So now essentially what we got is a nice plane that is looking above at a 45-degree angle. So I just realized one thing, that there was a mistake, is that angle should actually be 45 degrees down. But it doesn't matter. We're gonna still, what we're gonna do, we're gonna just flip this over around like this. Now we can work from it like this. So now it should make more sense. So now we're gonna do a sketch on that plane in there. So let's see how we can try doing this. So here's what we're gonna try. So sketch, we're gonna do a sketch in that plane. All right, gorgeous. And that point in there that we chose before, that's gonna be the new origin. And now, really what we're gonna try, all right, let me select that point as a question, because it doesn't seem to. It doesn't. All right, let me just exit the sketch for a second. Sketch, plane one. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, now it is. All right, let's see. Interesting. Wonder what. I want to select that point, but it's just not letting me do that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Spectacular. Well, you see, perhaps all of the lines that we drew before, they might be a little bit useless, but it was just a reference to have them there. Let's go straight like that. Let's view, modify, rotate a little bit. Oh, well, they're still there, but I still don't know whether we'll use them or not yet. Go like that. So in essence, we're just gonna do one single grid. Personally, I've never done this before, so I'm excited to see how it turns out. I apologize if it doesn't turn out okay. Actually, 1.5. Oh, no. 1.5. And then, well, we could actually make it go like a little bit above. You know what I mean? There, like that. What I'm talking about in here is, how much do you think we should do? I think, oh, it doesn't let me. 0.25 there. 0.25 here as well. There we go, there we go. Sometimes this computer doesn't work well, so we need to be patient. Let's see results here. All right, so we have a rectangle there. You know what the next thing we're going to do? We'll apply a, where is our friend the fillet? So I'm gonna choose that point. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna choose that point, we're gonna choose that point. Oh, that seems okay. Oh, wait, why isn't it? Let me choose both of them. There we go. I'll do like that. And then here's a nice tool that I'm gonna try using. Let's see if it works. Here's something called offset entities. So I'm gonna choose this. I'm gonna choose that. I'm gonna choose that. I'm just gonna choose that. I'm gonna choose that. Let's see what happens if I say, yeah, let's offset the entities by how much. But I want to reverse that direction. I want that to go inside. Let's see if I 0.05. Oh, that looks okay. Let's say slightly less. 0.03. What about that? Yeah, that seems okay. And now what we can try doing is, let's see how would this look like if we did a I'm gonna try extruding this, but in the opposite direction. So let's see, why is it acting like that? Oh, there we go. Like I want that to go up above. It might look a little bit weird at first. Just give it a second. Just view. Oh, one moment. View, modify, rotate. Oh no, it was correct the first way. Actually, I just realized one thing that might not be. It doesn't look that bad, only that it was correct on the first time we actually tried this. The rounded part, oh well, no, where did that go? It looks okay. Here's some changes I'm gonna try doing. The rounded part should actually be those edges instead of those two. Or do you think? Let me just take another look at this. Yeah, let's try doing these guys be the rounded areas. Not sure. You know what? Let's try again. Let's go here, edit the sketch. I'm gonna go back. Go back. Go back. Go back before we did the fillets. And what we're gonna do. We're gonna do again those fillets in here and there. Oh yeah, that seems appropriate. Now let's do again the, where is it? Offset entities. I just click on all of that area there. Oh, it's not, or is it? There we go. Or reverse direction. All right. Let's see what I'm gonna go for. Now that seems good. I think I liked it better like that. And now features. extrude. There we go. Now, how would that look like? Because actually, the way we need to see this, it was correct before. We want to rotate this again. There we go. And now's where the fun begins. Question is, how do we replicate that 10 times? Hold on a second, it doesn't seem to be. Yeah, it was correct like that. That looks okay, I like it. Let's do that again 10 times. Let's see. Well, it turns out we could potentially use this thing. Well, let's see. Just select the boss extrude. No, there's actually we want bodies instead. We don't want that. So the body that we want is that one. What is that one? It's the boss extrude number 3 exactly. Now let's see. It's just one. I'm not sure whether this is actually. Okay, I'm gonna try again. With that. Sorry about that, one moment. Oh, it's not bodies, it's features, and we wanna. There we go. Alright, now it's beginning to look better. Let's see what if I go 5 of those. Just one. Oh, where is it showing? Doesn't matter. Let's go for 3.5 over 11. That's what we had. Oh no, let's go for that. No, 11. Interesting. I guess we need to. Oh, there we go. All right. Let's see. No longer using the model. I guess what we need to do is first. No, there we go. I don't want to set in the direction really. 3.5 over 2. I want them to be reversed. There we go. Oh, and I want 11 of those. 3.5 over 11. There we go. Oh, it looks a little bit stacked in there. So what we might try doing is, let me edit that. Edit. We're gonna do 10 instead. I think 10 would look better. Or again. Sorry, one moment. But let's increase that up a little. Let's say we go for 132. How would that look like? 30. What is it? Let's see there. Oh, but yeah, that was too much. Ready? We're gonna go back here to edit. Feature. Oh, there we go. Huh. What we might need to modify is a little bit, make that extruded be a little bit less. That way, so we'll go back here, edit, let's make it extrude be 0.25, that might be enough. All right, 0.3. There we go. Let's see. Just go here, view, modify, rotate. Is that good enough? Yeah, it seems to be. It should be okay. So now you have a cool looking grid in there for like the satellite. What we're gonna go here, we're going to see, remember that sketch in here. First, that one we're gonna hide it. And so we're gonna hide these items as well. We don't really need them. Then now what we're gonna do is the following thing. Let's see what planes do we have. Let's try that plane, the front plane. That should be half of that, I believe. So let's see whether we can mirror one of these features. I'll click on each. Oh, there we go. That looks like view, modify, rotate. Oh, there we go. That looks pretty good. Alright, so we got a nice cubesat in here, mostly done. Now the question is, let's see if we can add like some sort of solar panels in there, you know? That should be quite easy. And to do that, I'm going to try, here's what we're gonna do. Here's the sketch. Here's the sketch. I'm gonna first begin by doing a quick circle in there. $1.5, that seems okay. Let's extrude that by 0.1, so not that much. Well, like a small dent there. Let's see how that looks like. Oh, that looks cool. And now we'll go here to sketch, over to sketch. We'll do another circle. It should allow us to select the, it doesn't allow us to select the center of that circle. So we're gonna go with the center line, We'll draw a line that goes on there to there, like that. We'll do in a circle like that. And then, yeah, let's dimension that first above everything. Let's make that be point, let's see, 0.35. How would that look like? About a little bit less, 0.3. What we're gonna do, let's extend that by a little bit. Well, actually more than, well, yeah, I think that should be okay. No, like, there we go. And now here's where the fun begins. Go back to one of our planes. Let's see that plane in there, the front plane. So let's do sketch in there. And let's do a line that goes from the origin all the way to our wall. Well, doesn't really allow us to do that. But it doesn't matter since we can measure. I mean, this should be 2 inches if I'm not mistaken. The cube was 4. Let's make that be 2. All right, now go up like this. Also by 2 inches. But you know what? Since I made that be, let's make that 2.2. You know, that way we're like exactly there. And now the next thing that we're gonna do is, let's see. So I want a plane that is 45 degrees like this. So how can we achieve that, such a plane? Let me think about this. Oh, I know how to do that. I think I know how to do that. I'm gonna draw, but I would need to change planes for one moment. Here's what I'm gonna do. Now, I'm gonna exit that sketch. What I'm gonna do is the following thing. I'm gonna create a plane that is plane. I'm gonna create a plane that goes line and line, so it's like perpendicular to that one. So we are like in there. Now the next thing that I wanna do is, I believe we should be able to select that point. Yes, we can. Let's see. Now let's do a straight line that goes like this. It doesn't matter how big that is. But let's dimension it. That would be useful. Let's say that's 1, whatever. And then so another line that goes like that. That'll also be 1, and then let's define that angle in there. Make that be 45, that's what we want. Beautiful. Now let's exit that sketch and let's see whether we can now do the following thing. So reference geometry, plane. So we're gonna choose that point. Now we're gonna choose that line and point. All right, that's beautiful. Now we've got a plane that exactly cuts it in there, and that's gonna be its origin. Well, now here's what we can do. Let's do a sketch in that one plane. Sketch. Let's do a nice line from there. There we go. How big do you think these solar panels should be? A good aim also for 4 inches. Perhaps a little bit more than that, like 5. And now here's where the fun begins. do a nice rectangle that goes, oh, a nice center rectangle, or we are choosing that point there. Let's say we want to make this 2 inches. And now we can, let's fillet that, cause why not? Where is it? Here we are. Here we are. Yeah, let's fillet all those edges there. Make that be 1/4 of an inch. That's beautiful. And now we're gonna extrude in both directions. We're gonna do 0.05. Then the other direction, we're gonna do 0.05 as well. See what that looks like there. And now as usual, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna hide that. I'm gonna hide that. Let's hide the planes. We don't want to really see them now. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, hide. Well, we got still plane 1 in there. Let's hide that too. I don't know. Let's see how does that look. Modify. Oh, that's looking pretty. And now what we can try then is some like designs in there. This could be like the shell. We can go here. We can go sketch. We can go sketch. So here's something interesting that we can do. We can go offset entities of this thing. There we go. And then reverse that. Yeah, let's go 0.05. Let's extrude. All right, let's say okay. Let's extrude cut just a tiny bit. We can do the same thing on the other side as well. So now that looks like an iPhone in there. Actually, what we can try doing is one moment. Edit feature. Do something like this. Before we actually do the extrude cut, I'm gonna eliminate that. See whether we can tools, sketch tools, segment. Let's segment that into 3. Yeah, I guess that will work. So now we can do a nice center line like that. And center lines like this. There we go. Now we can go ahead and do a quick rectangle. See how much do we want to make that be 0.1? Yeah, that sounds reasonable. So 0.1. Now there are features, and now what we're going to extrude are these areas alone. See how that looks like. Yes, that is okay. All right, much better. I like that. Somewhat symmetrical structure there. And then what we can do is our plane, we can do a mirror. That shows our mirror plane will be plane free. And features mirror, we just also the kind of extrude. Let's see whether that's gonna mirror. Let's see, view, modify, rotate. Oh, let's see whether it did that or not. It did do that indeed, really nice. Now let's do this same thing on the other side. Now the plane that we want is the front right plane. Now here to mirror. We have that right now. Let's say that feature, that feature, this feature, and whatever. The boss extrude number 6. Alright, let's see whether it did that or not. And indeed, it seems to have done that. Oh, let's see. Wow. So there you got it. We've learned how to do like planes and doing this very cool cubesat. Thank you for hanging in for this long, and please let me know if you have any more questions. It's been a pleasure, and see you next time. Bye bye.